get Dr. Truth next week to talk to you about some of the lies that President Trump said in the debate tonight. This week, I wanted to introduce you to two of my friends and continue learning about my hometown, Long Beach. Please enjoy this week's show. It's Wednesday, Connie. Take it, Les Ogilvy.
Once a week I watch Misinformation. I can't wait to watch Misinformation. She's got nothing to sell me, but she's got a message to tell me. I can't wait to watch Misinformation. Oh yeah, Misinformation.
Hi again, it's me, Little Misinformation. Last week I took you on a tour of my hometown, Long Beach. Many people have the wrong idea of how Long Beach became the way it is. This week I want to give you the correct historical information. I'm waiting for my friend, Lasso Leslie the Weather Girl, also known as Little Misbehavior. And we're waiting for my sister, Little Misconception, who we call Connie. Connie's going to give us the history of Long Beach. Here they come now. Pull up a chair, posse. I'm so happy to see you.
Okay, Leslie.
Yes, Connie.
The history of Long Beach along the water.
Boy, she doesn't waste any time, does she? Go ahead and talk, Connie. I want to eat.
If you look at Long Beach and go down to the peninsula, you stay on Ocean Boulevard. Ocean Boulevard comes along the ocean and Long Beach all the way from east to west. It used to be a main street, a main thoroughfare. In fact, you used to have a train on it. I wasn't around when the train was there, but the train was there and the tracks were there for a long time. But the bridge was there all the time in my life until I was in high school. Just about when I graduated from high school, about 1958, they decided to take the bridge out because they were going to develop the marina. There was no marina over there in the Bay Area. So when you, from where I am, which is 66 Place, and you would look across the bay to Naples, there were no buildings there. Those big tall buildings that are there did not exist. It was kind of a marshland, sort of like Bolsa Chica.
You mean the big tall buildings as in the houses?
Yeah.
And the apartments and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't think there's any apartments there.
So Naples was non-existent?
Naples existed, but not the part across from me.
Oh, okay.
If you go down 2nd Street, the bridge that goes over to Naples, that's been there since 1920, I think. My mom, they set up Belmont Shore and Naples back when my mom was learning to drive.
Oh, wow.
And there was no houses, there was just streets. So she had stories and learned to drive there because there was nobody around and just streets. I think it was developed before the Depression, so then it kind of sat there for a while. And so that was during my mom's life. So that part of Naples was sketched out where there's Treasure Island, the little island, and then the big island is right by the bridge, 2nd Street Bridge that goes into Belmont Shore. So that's been there for quite a while. I don't know when those houses got built particularly, but that was all going on at that time in the 20s, 30s. So, what I know, where I live down on the peninsula now, is that when I was in high school, or junior high school, if you stood on the part of the peninsula where I live, which is 66, and look straight across, and you see 3-story houses, all very fancy. And they call that the Gold Coast, because that was all built brand new and fancy in the late 50s, early 60s.
And the canals and everything, too.
The canals were already there, but that's not where those houses are. Those houses are where the Long Beach Yacht, you go around those and it's the Long Beach Yacht Club.
Oh, okay.
Like I say, there was still the bay was there and all, but it was that part of the bay where the houses are was like sand dunes and marsh.
Oh, okay.
So
when you said the marina wasn't there, you mean like which part?
Like over where Schooner Later is and all that, where all the boats
that
are.
That was water, or it
That was marsh.
land.
Marshes.
Oh, okay.
So there was nothing there. So then they decided that they would capitalize on people liking boats and dredge that all out and make a great big marina. So as they did that, they also took down the bridge because boats couldn't go out to the ocean with the bridge there, right? So they took
Wait, tell me which. Oh, the bridge, the Seal Beach
Yeah.
that went over.
It was just a continuation of Ocean Avenue. There's
Okay.
Ocean Avenue over in Seal Beach, and it just kept going. So the peninsula was not a very ritzy place because Ocean Boulevard was like a highway because it went all the way up and down the coast. So they took the bridge out, making the peninsula a peninsula. That's when it became more hoity-toity because then it was nice property. You'd go to the beach. It was quiet. It was like private. So that was
you
all.
said that was when you were in high school?
Yeah, I was in the 50s. Like it was somewhere between 57 and 58, or all of it, because it took a long time to dig all that out and make the marina, have it be fancy. Up until just maybe 10, 15 years ago, you could look across over to Seal Beach and see the remains of the bridge over there. The bridge supports. It was just a while ago they finally removed all that. So that's that story.
That's interesting.
So, you know where we used to do the pontoon bridge? Was that the Gerald Desmond and the Vincent Thomas Bridge that took the place of that? What's the story on them, Connie?
Well, the Desmond Bridge was built, I think, around that same time. And Desmond was actually a friend of the family, a big lawyer around town. I think he was something else too, I don't know. But now he's not going to be famous anymore because the bridge is going to be gone.
And what? They haven't decided on a name for the new one, right?
That was in the paper the other day.
Yeah, I saw something about that.
Look, they're showing a newsreel about it right now. What a coincidence! What about the Vincent Thomas Bridge, Connie?
Let's go in. And Vincent Thomas, we used to actually, Vera and Elsie lived over in San Pedro. And I was a little kid, like 4 or 5. And we'd go across, Mom and Dad and Pat and I would go across on a ferry to go visit them over in Pedro. It was a car ferry. And that was always a big deal too, because it was fun going on a boat and going across.
Yeah. Where'd you get on it at?
The ferry building still exists over in San Pedro, and it's right before you come into Port Sacal.
Oh, okay.
You know, when I worked at Port Sacal in 1970, that bridge was already there. When was it built?
I'd have to actually look that up. Happening right, all this growth was going on in junior high school, which would be the 50s.
Well, what can you tell us about Pier Point Landing or the Pike or Long Beach before the Queen Mary and the Spruce Goose? How and when was that all reconfigured?
Well, they've changed the harbor considerably, so it'd really be hard to figure that out if you even can. You need an aerial map. They have added so much land. They've increased the land size of the harbor double with building dikes. They had Dutch engineers come over and build dikes and everything. So the whole land has changed around. So where Pier Point Landing actually was, I can't tell you.
I remember driving there. We didn't take a ferry.
It's like going to P&G.
Well, that whole area from where Marineland used to be all the way to Tin Can Beach has just mystified me, so thank you. Well, I enjoyed sharing Long Beach history with you. Now I'm going to go back over the Vincent Thomas Bridge. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe. Wear your masks. Until next Wednesday, this is Little Miss Information saying, ride safely.